Good. All right. I will go this way. That was a good class, guys.
Thank you.
Good.
I like that sweatshirt, Jayne.
Matches my mat.
That is really cute.
Thanks.
And your mask and everything.
Everything is touching. All right. We'll get started in just 30 seconds. Today, we start with planks.
Oh, get them over with early.
Right, that's the good news. The good news is,
I like that strategy.
yeah, it is good. All right, let's see. So let's start a little wider than hips. Let's go shoulder width, maybe even a little wider. Let's just roll the shoulders up and back to start. Taking some nice breaths. And just thinking about where your weight is on your feet. Softness in your knees. Abs are in. Let's go the other way. Let's do 2 more. We'll warm up quickly, which is good because we're doing some planks. So we'll come back to the center. Let's lace the fingers and take a nice inhale. And on the exhale, let's reach the fingertips forward, press the ribs back, press belly button into spine. We'll get a nice stretch here. Then we'll inhale and reach the arms up overhead and open the chest. And then we'll exhale again and reach forward, scooping the belly. Inhale up. Open the chest and the arms. Do 2 more like that. And guys look so good. There's your form. And last time. Oh, the arms, chest. Don't bring the arms down by the sides. And let's go ahead and do the hip circles. We'll place the hands on the hips. Come wider. And externally rotate. And let's circle around for 4 in each direction. 3, 2, 1. Over the other way. 2. And come on back to center. We'll come back to shoulder width. Let's do a lateral stretch. Reach 1 arm up and over. Pulse for 3 and 2 and 1. The other side.
Hello, are we in here?
2. 1 more time each side. Keep that nice inhale and then exhale over. Really using the breath to inform the movement. And 2 and 1 and bring it down. Let's do a couple of torso rolls, hugging the big tree. Slide bend in the knees. Inhale. And exhale forward. 2 more. And 1 more. And let's go the other way. And 2. Last one. Just hang over. As the torso hangs over, let the arms be heavy. Scooping out the belly though. Head is heavy. Inhale. Exhale, let's roll it up. Restacking the spine. Pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. Head up. And let's do the restanding roll downs. And let's do them at the back of the mat so we are in position for our planks when we're ready. So feet are parallel, hip width. And we'll inhale to start. On the exhale, the chin comes to the chest. And we roll it down. 1 vertebra at a time. Trying to keep the hips right over the ankles. Let the fingertips touch the mat. Head is heavy. Inhale. Exhale, we roll it up. We scoop up through the belly right away. Finding that C curve in this standing roll down. Restacking the spine. Shoulders away from the ears, head floating up. Do this again. We inhale. And And we exhale, chin to chest. Head heavy, arms heavy. Inhale here. Exhale once again, roll. And on the next one, we'll stay at the bottom. And exhale down. Palms on the mat, bending the knees even more if needed. Inhale on the bend. Exhale on the straighten. Keeping those hips over the ankles. Inhale and bend as much as you can. Exhale and straighten. 2 more. And last. On the next inhale, we bend. On the exhale, we round up. Shoulders down, head floats up. Now we inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, round over a great big beach ball. Fingertips come down to the mat and we walk out for 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And find your plank. So finding the plank, the gaze is at the top of the mat. The fingertips are spread wide, wrists are under shoulders. Make sure those shoulder blades are nice and spread and wide. So that happens by doming up a little bit through the upper back. And then glutes and quads are engaged. We're going to tap alternating with the right, tapping down first, and then the left. And right, and left. Now, Christine, if you want, you can always come here, right? And you can, no, actually. You probably could. You could probably do it on the tops of the feet if you wanted.
Usually, it feels fine when I do it, and then later
Okay. And
yeah, I tried that one.
Let's tap both down and lift. Liz, you got extra ones in there because I was talking to Chris.
Yeah, I think I'm done now.
Let's do 2 more. And 2. And then we'll bring the knees down. We'll sit back on the heels. We'll stretch the feet and we'll roll the wrists. The next one is a toe tap. So 2 different levels of toe tap. One is that the toe taps out and in, out and in. If you want to go to the next level, it's out, out, in, and then left, out, out, and in. A little higher level, a little harder, more challenging, because you're shifting the weight a little bit more. So we'll do a few of each. You can do a few of each too if you want, or stick with one or the other. So come back to all 4s, again, getting set up in proper plank, wrists under shoulders. Step the right foot back and the left foot back, and we bring our gaze to the front edge of the mat. So for the first level, we tap to the right, and then it comes in. Tap left and in. 1 more like this, out and in and left. Level 2, we tap out right, we tap out left, we come in, and we change leg leads. We go left, right, and in. We start with the right and left, and in, and left, right. Let's do 1 more set. Right, and in, and left, and in. Come down to knees this time. Quick child's pose, stretch the shoulders. 2 breaths, come on, right back up. This one is our 3-point knee to elbow. Right knee to right elbow, to left elbow, to right elbow, and back out. Again, you get ready from all 4s, stepping into plank. We're going to lift the right leg off the mat. Then the right knee comes into the knee, to the elbow, and then crosses over, comes back where it started, reach it out, and bring it down. Left, lift first. It comes in, it crosses, use those obliques, back, out, and down again. Lift the right. We come in. And we cross. And we're back. We reach. And down. Left. We come in. And cross. And back. Out. Down. Knees come down. And again, back on the heels. High Pam rollers. Warm?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Why don't you take this sweatshirt off? Okay. The next level version, we're almost done, is a shoulder tap. Is a shoulder
You
tap.
came just in time for us to be done, Pam.
Yeah, with the planks. So the level one is a shoulder tap. We're going to have a wide stance with the legs. We tap the shoulder. Level two is we tap the hand to the knee and we lift the foot off the mat. So when we do that, we only have 2 points of contact on the mat, okay? Again, we'll do them both. You can stick with one, try the other. All options are available. All right, back to all fours. And we step the right foot back. And we step the left foot back. Now, let's go wide with the feet. So we have a nice wide base. Before we lift the right hand off the mat, we shift the weight into the right foot. Okay, so shift the weight and then lift and tap and lower. That way you can do it nice and slowly and you really get the burn in the obliques. You shift the weight and then lift and shift and tap and shift and tap. One more right, one more left, and now I'm going to tap the knee. So I really need to make sure I've shifted that weight. Keep the hips square, tap, and down, tap, and down, tap, and down. So these are meant to be done slowly so that you really need to find the control in those obliques. One more on each side, tap, and up, and lower down, child's pose. Nice work. Sweatshirt's coming off. And lastly, we're going to do some modified push-ups. And then we're done with planks. So when you're ready, come on back up. We'll do them from the knees. So wrists right under shoulders. Let's get into that high plank first. I always like to find the plank first. Step into that perfect plank and then bring the knees down, making sure you're open through the hips. Okay, so meaning we're not bent into that all fours. We want to make sure we're open the hips here and we're a straight line from the top of the head right down to the tip of the tailbone or from the knees to the shoulders. We are going to make sure wrists are right under shoulders and we pitch forward so the chest comes forward and the elbows stay in, they graze the ribs. Let's do 5 more. 5 and press, and 4 and press, and 3 and 2 and 1. And we'll press right back into the child's pose again. Nice work. Okay, hang. Take about 3 breaths. And we're going to move right into the side body or side series of clams. So when you're ready, come to the side. Sit here. We're going to be on the forearm with the legs in the tabletop position. These are a little lower than hips. Pressing into the forearm again so that we don't do this. It's very easy and common to want to just collapse there. We don't want to collapse. Stay nice and high. Yeah, it can be on hip or out of the way. Lift the feet. We're going to open and close. And 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to add the leg extension on the next one. We open and extend. So this is all about opening the hip. Important for hip mobility. 1 more, 4, And a little hamstring stretch, 2, 3. Keep pressing into that forearm, and 2. And I have one more variation, and 1. Close the clamp. On the next one, both legs extend. It looks like I'll do one and then follow. Come with me. Open, open, and back. So every time you open, reach up through the crown of the head as well. Don't collapse through that arm. Open, open, and down. Open, reach, isolate, Christine, nice. Good hand, down. You're starting to feel it in the hip. Yeah. Let's do 3 more. And 2, reach out. Last one. And out. In, down, and lower the legs. Give it a little tap. We're going to come all the way down. Now, options here is you can lie down on your arm, or you can prop your head up. I'm going to prop my head up. It doesn't matter. Top hand is kickstand hand. Legs can be in line with your torso, or they can come a little tiny bit forward if that feels more comfortable. We're going to lift and lower both legs. So we lift and then we cover. And lift. And lift. And lift. We got 4 more. And 4. 3. 2. And hold them up. Top leg lifts. And 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Now bottom leg lowers. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Hold it up. Now the bottom leg comes forward with big scissors. Like that. And 6. Out. 5. 4. 3. Can you feel your top oblique? And 1. Bring them together. Now, pull that hip, that top hip toward the wall in front of you, the wall towards your feet. If you can let go and balance. About 3 breaths. And then lower it down. Ooh, take a breath. Let's bend the knees. Let's move it up. Place the hands, fingertips toward the hips. We're gonna teaser the legs. Up and over. So elegantly. Down to the other side. Tabletop legs. Press into that forearm. So up on the forearm. We have to do the clams first. Feet up.
Go to the beach.
Yes, clam. Here we go. 8. And 7. Need some mobility in this hip. 5. 4. 3. 2. We add the extension. Open and extend. In and out. Open. In. Extend. Reaching up through the crown of the head every time you extend. 3 more. And 2. Hips are going to be happy. And 1. Now both legs are going to extend. Here we go. Open, extend. Open, extend. Extend. Beautiful, you guys. We look very in unison, and everyone looks great. Extend. 3 more. 3. And 2. Feeling that hip? Oh, and 1. And down, bring them down, give it a tap, and now we come down for the top obliques. Down, 4, dropping up the head, extend. Same hand, and here we go. We lift both legs for 8, 7, 6, 5. I have a bony hip. Anyone else?
Oh, it's killing me.
Yes.
2,
It hurts, yeah.
1. Hold them up, just the top leg. 8, 7, 6, 5. I'm also feeling it here. About 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg and lower. 7, 6, 4, and 3, 2. These are the hardest. 1. Now we do the scissor. So bottom leg comes forward, top leg goes back. For 6, and out. For 5, out. 4, out. 3, 2. That control of the pelvis. 1. Bring them in. And see if you can balance. 3, and 2. Nice, Christine. And 1. And bring it down on the knees. We'll press it up. And we're going to turn over. Oh, Pam, would you mind getting us some balls? Just bring the basket over. We're going to use some balls, folks. If you don't have them, it's okay. The next thing on the agenda is bridges. So this, you have one. So the ball is optional. It's going to go under our feet. So with the ball under the feet, you're going to notice that the hamstrings and the glutes do more of the heavy lifting here. So come on down onto the back and step on that ball as best you can. Head is down, arms along the sides. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, tuck the tail and lift the hips. Come into that bridge. Find your bridge. Find your balance. We're just going to lower and lift the hips. So really important here before we do that your shoulders are pressing down, right? And your arms are pressing down because you need them for the stability. Let's lower and squeeze and lower. Squeeze. And every time you squeeze the glutes up, also squeeze the inner thighs. Lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower. Lift 3 more. 3, 2, and last 1. Hold it at the top, and let's pulse. 8, and also squeezing those inner thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Lower it down, 1 vertebra at a time. Now place the ball just under the right foot. We're going to go back up into bridge and do some marches with the left leg. So inhale to prepare. Exhale, tuck tail, lift hips, find your bridge. From here, press the weight into the ball foot, the right foot, and we lift, and we're going to tap, and lift, and tap, lift, and tap, lift. 4 more. 4. Do you feel your hamstring? 3, 2, 1. Tap, bring it down. Switch legs. 8. Right, getting situated again. Fix those hips. Bring them up nice and high. And put the weight in that left foot. And here we go. We're going to lift the right and tap. 2 and tap. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And bring it down. Remove that ball. Stand in the bridge. We're going to bring the heels in a little closer to the sit bones and then come up onto the balls of the feet. We're gonna just lower and lift here. Let's lower the hips. Squeeze. Again, as you squeeze at the top, bring the inner thighs together as well. This is 3, lower, 4, lower, exhale, lower. This is 6, 7. Hold it at the top, pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold it here. Let's bring the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, let them come all the way back to the ears. And then inhale as they come up and over, back to the hip level. And down, exhale. And then lower the hips. All the way down, and then bring the knees into the chest. Give them a rock. And we're gonna rock up. Let's do this. Instead of rocking up to sitting, let's do a teaser prep. So place the hands underneath the thighs. Inhale to prepare. Now we're gonna press the thighs into the hands into the thighs, and we're gonna roll up. So inhale first. On the exhale, chin to chest, and start to roll it up. And the legs come to tabletop. Reach the arms out. Let's lift the right leg and the left leg. You can bring them together. You can turn them out if you want. And then bring the arms parallel to the legs for that teaser. And then see if you can lower the legs 2 inches and then lift. This is teaser 2. A little lower. And lift. 2 more. A little lower. Lift. Last one. Lift. And then we'll bend the knees and we'll move all. And we're going to turn over now onto our bellies for the swan and some of the back body work. And then we'll come back to more abs in just a few minutes. For now, let's stretch out the low back and front of the hips. We'll come all the way down, tip of the nose on the mat. We're going to do our press up, swan press up. Now hands can be in front of the ears, wider than the mat if you like. Press the belly button up, in and up. And the pubic bone presses down into the mat. Kneecaps lift up. And let's press it on up. So the shoulder blades immediately come together. The abs are drawn in and up. Chin is tucked. And think about where the shoulders are. Make sure they're down, away from the ears. Keep those abs in. Don't let them hang out. Inhale at the top. And let's roll it back down. We will go up again. Inhale first, and then bring the shoulder blades together. And then lift up, reaching up through the crown of the head. Like your turtle coming out of its shell. Nice. And then we'll come back down. Pulling the mat toward you to lengthen the spine. On the next one, we'll do the neck rolls. Inhale, press it up. Reach out through those toes as well, lifting those kneecaps off the mat. Now we look over the right shoulder. And then chin comes to chest, we release the neck. Look over the left shoulder and straight ahead. And go the other way. Release the neck. Look over the right shoulder. Straight ahead. And we lower it down. And we bring the arms out in front. Pulling straps on the mat. So this is a reformer exercise, but we're doing it on the mat. We're going to place the palms facing in toward each other and make fists as if we're pulling some straps. The legs can stay on the mat, but lift the kneecaps up. Abs are in. Belly button is trying to come off the mat. On the inhale, the head, neck, shoulders, and arms are going to lift. We're going to pull the straps in toward our ribs. So they graze, the hands graze the ribs. They come all the way back and lift up nice and high. Shoulder blades come together and chest lifts. Bend the elbows, come back the way we came. Reach them back out. Reach, stretch, stretch, and lower down. We have 2 more like that. Take a nice breath first, then lift it up. Pull those straps in. Reaching back, arms go up, up, up. Shoulder blades together, chest up. And then bend. Bring them back through. And down. Nice back body work. One more to go. Here we go. Inhale up. Pull them through. Reaching back. Open the chest. Pull those shoulder blades together even more. Hold it here. Breathe. And then bend the elbows. Bring them through. Hold. Lower. Take a breath. Nice work. Arms to goalpost. We're doing breaststroke next. The arms come forward to Superman. They sweep back to the thighs. We bend the elbows. So we swim in a breaststroke. This time, legs can lift if that feels more comfortable. They don't have to. I'm going to lift mine. Here we go. Inhale, everything lifts up. Then reach the arms out. Sweep them back. Chest lifts, shoulder blades together. You can. Then bend the elbows. Reach them out. Sweep them back. Bend the elbows. Reach them out. Sweep. Open the chest. Lift those legs a little higher if you're going to lift it. Beautiful. Bend. Reach them out. And come down. Nice job. Let's do, I don't have it down here, but I want to do it. Let's do single leg kick. Come up to the forearms. Do like this one. Bring the legs together. Now, kneecaps are off the mat the whole time for this one. We're going to kick the butt. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Doesn't look like much. And down, and then the other leg. But the whole time, the kneecaps do not touch the mat. If the kneecaps are on the mat, it doesn't feel like anything, right? Try it both ways. When you lift that knee right off the mat, the hamstring is going to engage as you kick the butt. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
Do a few more. Kick, kick, and lower. Kick, kick, and lower. Kick, kick, and lower. Kick, kick, and lower. Kick. Right. Left. One more right. And left. Beautiful. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Let's see. One more exercise. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this one is rockets to star. So we're a rocket because our arms are long on our sides and we're being shot out of a cannon. That's where the rockets come from. Palms up. We're going to lift everything up and then arms and legs are going to spread out to the side. Okay. So kneecaps come off the mat. We inhale. Let's lift everything up. Again, shoulder blades together and reach the arms back. Now bring the arms and the legs out. You don't have to come up very far. Hold it there. Bring them in. Heels together. Lower down. Two more. Lift it up. Spread them out. Yes, nice. Bring them in. Heels together. Lower down. That's the hardest part, is bringing the feet together. Lift them up. And bring them out. And back in. Heels together. Hold here. Shoulder blades up. Together. Open the chest. Lower it down. Nice work. Place the hands under the shoulders. Let's press it back. Now tuck the toes. First, a cat. So round the spine. Round. Keep rounding as the hips shift back. But now, place the crown of the head on the mat. Crown of the head goes down on the mat. Arms sweep back. Grab the heels. Pull the heels in. And then keep that C curve. So you're pressing the heels in, pressing the hips toward the heels, and you're scooping out the belly. Should feel a nice stretch. And then the toes, tops of the feet can come down the mat. You can come down into that child's pose. Arms can be long on your sides, or you can reach them around back to the front, reach them forward, and stretch out the back. Let's walk the hands over to the right. Relax the right arm, reach the left arm long. Press down through the left hip. Relax the neck and the shoulder on the right side. And breathe. And we'll come through center. We'll come all the way over to the left. Relax the left arm, reach the right arm long. Press down through the right hip. Let the neck relax. Take some nice deep breaths. And then we'll walk the hands back to center and in toward the knees, round up through the spine, one vertebra at a time. Shoulders are away from the ears. Roll the shoulders back. And 2, 1, and now we'll do some ab work. So let's come on to our backs for a half roll down. So the series here is going to be half roll downs, roll up, roll over, assist of the ball if you want for roll over, and then I think we'll see if we have time. I think we will for corkscrew and for a can-can. So I think those are all things I want to do. We'll see where we get. So stand nice and tall. You're sitting on your sit bones. Let's reach the arms out. Let's have palms facing down. So the spine is nice and straight. We'll inhale to start. Exhale, we round from the lumbar spine. Now we're only going about halfway down, just until the sacrum is flat on the mat. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Lift the right leg. So this whole time, you're pressing belly button into spine to lift the leg. Don't use the hip flexor. Easier said than done. You want to kind of think along those lines. Press the belly button in, and that's what's initiating the movement of the leg. Shh. Shh. One more time, right? And lift. Okay, we stop here. Inhale. Exhale, crown of the head toward the knees, fingertips toward the ankles, round forward. Keep pressing that belly button back, rounding forward. We're not going to stack the spine. We're going to go right back down. So keep the shoulders down away from the ears. This time we come down to the low back, a little bit lower. The low back is on the mat. Stop. Lift the right and down. Keep pressing belly button in. This should be a killer. Shh. Can you feel these? Shh. These are just, to me, these are just really hard. Inhale here. Exhale, round forward. Keep rounding. Okay, really round forward. Round, round, round. I want to see that whole back rounded. Yep. And really, I want to see more C curve in your low back. So those back ribs are pulling back, right? They're pulling back. So you really get that. Yeah, there you go. You got the crown of the head toward the knees. And we're going to go back down. So now those back ribs are leading you down. Back of the shoulders are leading you down. Yeah, there you go. Now you've got the C. Beautiful. That's how I want it to look when you come up. Okay? Come down to the shoulder blades. This time, arm comes up to ear. Now you're also reaching the crown of the head for the ceiling. Okay, that's going to keep your C curve. And this should be a killer. This is really killer. Left and down. Keep reaching the crown of the head. It wants to go down. Keep reaching. So all of my abs right here, these are what are working, my upper abs, to keep the crown of my head reaching up. One more left. Inhale, exhale, and we reach the crown of the head to the knees. And I'm rounding forward, round. Yes, yes, yes. Good, Christine. Beautiful, Liz. Keep coming. Crown of the head toward the knees. Let the crown of the head come right down to the knees. Stack the spine. Sit up tall. Lovely. Take one little breath. Much better. It looked really good. That's how we really get the spine nice and supple, right? It's really working through it like that, right? And what we tend to want to do is use the abs and have this straight back, right? We're not really getting anywhere. And that's why the feet fly up. Not about that. It's all about that nice articulation through every single vertebra. Now we do roll up. You can keep the knees bent, or you can straighten. I like to straighten my legs Just keep a slight bend in the knee, don't lock them out. So we're going to start here. Interesting about the palms, okay, because you see me change them. In classical Pilates, they're down. In contemporary Pilates, they're facing each other. It's totally up to you. It's a nuanced thing. Like it's a stylistic thing. So I go back and forth with which way I do them. But either way is fine. Inhale here, sitting up tall. Exhale, we start to round down. 1 time. We're going all the way down. And I'm going to straighten my legs and flex my feet. And the arms are going to come to the ceiling. So now let those shoulders relax down onto the mat. They're rooted down. Inhale to prepare. On the exhale, the arms go back to the ears and the breastbone melts. Inhale, arms to ceiling, chin to chest. We come through the frame and we start to roll up. I'm going to keep my arms right next to my ears. I'm going to reach the energy out my heels and keep rounding forward just like we did. Yes, beautiful. Keep the crown of the head coming toward the knees. And we're rounding, and so we're never hinging. We just find this beautiful C curve. And then again, we're not going to stack. We're just going to go right back down. So shoulders come down away from ears. It's nice, Christine. Beautiful. Come on, Liz. Beautiful job. And 1 vertebra at a time. Nice, Pam. Think about each vertebra. Yes. Until the shoulders are down and the fingertips are at the ceiling. We're going to do that again. 2 more times. Inhale first. Exhale, and then melt everything down. Inhale, arms to ceiling, chin to chest. Press belly button in. And start to press those back ribs back. And we round forward. Maybe the crown of the head comes down to the knees. And then we round back down. Now I'm reaching all the energy out my heels even as I lower back. So there's an oppositional pull here. 1 vertebra at a time. Arms to ceiling, head to mat. Inhale last time. Exhale, melt the breastbone. Really important. Inhale, arms to ceiling, chin to chest. Here we go. And we round forward. Nice. Keep rounding, rounding. Rounding. Keep pressing those back ribs to the back wall. See if you can bring your crown of your head to your knees. Keep pressing those back ribs back. We're not hinging. And now we're going to round all the way back down. And arms can stay by your sides this time. We're going to do roll over next. So if you want to use the ball, just have it nearby. And then bring the arms down by the sides, head down, take a breath. So we're going to do a prep to the rollover first, similar to a reverse curl. But the difference here is that we don't want to just use our arms. Okay, so it's not just about the arms pressing into the mat. You do need to use them. But I want you to think more about the glutes and the hips lifting to the ceiling, because that's going to help. It's going to make it a lot easier on the triceps. I'm going to do one for you. I have knees bent, ankles crossed, arms by the sides, shoulders down. I'm going to inhale. On the exhale, the knees come forward. I start to roll forward. And at this point, I'm going to start lifting these hips up, 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 up. And I'm just bracing with my triceps. And then I'm going to come back down. And you don't have to go that high. But the whole idea is as soon as you roll those hips off the mat, start to lift them up. You need to use your glutes for that. Okay? That's a little nuanced thing I haven't really talked about very much, but it's going to make it a lot easier. Now, if you want to put the ball, you can also use the ball. If you want, Liz, if you want to try the ball, you can. Yeah. All right, let's do a couple like this and see how it goes. Inhale. Exhale. We bring the knees toward the nose and let the hips roll off the mat. And then start to lift them up, and then lower them back down with control. So the sacrum is flat on the mat. Here we go again. Inhale first. Exhale. Knees toward the nose, hips roll forward, and then they come off the mat, and then we lift We use those abs, we lift them up, and we lower them back down. Now, if you want to put the ball at this point under the sacrum, we're going to do rollover. You can do rollover with the knees bent if you like. If you don't need to bend them, the rollover is done with straight legs. So either way is fine. I'm going to straighten the legs. Same idea. We inhale to prepare. On the exhale, we bring the toes or the knees toward the nose until, so right at this point, the sacrum is still flat on the mat. As they come a little bit more, the hips roll up. And we lift the hips toward the ceiling. That keeps it out of our neck. The legs come overhead. We look straight up at the ceiling. We flex the feet. We open the legs. And we use those arms to brace ourselves as we roll back down one vertebra at a time, still articulating the spine. I'm reaching the heels back as I roll forward. When my legs are at 90, I point the toes. I bring them down to 45, bring them together, and up to 90. And that is one rollover. Let's do two more. We inhale to prepare. Exhale. Start to bring the knees or the toes forward. Let the hips roll off the mat. Lift them for the ceiling. Separate the legs. Flex the feet. Roll it down. Very slowly and with control. Legs are at 90, point the toes, lower them to 45, we bring them back up. One more, I'm going to watch you guys this time. Legs to ceiling, inhale to prepare, exhale, bring those toes toward the nose, then lift the mat. Separate, flex, and one vertebra at a time. Bring it back down until the toes are at 90. Point around, nice. Bring so Christine, keep coming down. And then bring it back up to 90. So they go, Christine, just so you know the choreography. Yeah. So they're separated as they're at the top. Yeah. They come down and then they scoop up. Yeah, that's just a little extra at the end. All right, from here, let's do a can before we do a modified corkscrew. So come to tabletop legs. Bring the arms to a T. So usually we do a can sitting up, but I want to do it in this lying down position. It's fun. We're going to tilt over to one side. So I'm tilting to the right, my left hip lifts and my left shoulder stays on the mat. I come back to center. We want to get that first. Letting the hip, the pelvis moves, the hip comes up, but the shoulder stays down. We get a nice, beautiful stretch, nice twist, and back. Next time we tilt, the top leg extends. It comes in and center. And we tilt, extend, and bend, and next time both legs. We come down, extend both, bring them in, and up, over, extend, and in, and up. Okay, one more iteration. Let's bring them over, extend. This time keep them straight, bring them all the way up through center, and then bend to tabletop. We go to the other side, extend both, bring them up to center, and bend, and bring them down. And let's try modified corkscrew. I want to show you this one first. So modified corkscrew is a rollover, sort of a rollover, but it adds a side rotation. So this is what it looks like. This is an advanced exercise. So we start in the rollover position. We do the rollover just like we usually do, but this time I'm going to bring the legs not parallel, but just to 45 degrees in the back. And then I'm going to roll down onto my right side as I come back down. Rolling down my right side. And then I'm going to do a semicircle all the way over to the left. And I'm going to come back up the left side. And I'm going to come down. Let's just try one on each side, one on the left and one on the right. So we'll start with the legs to ceiling. Inhale to prepare, let the toes come forward. Hips lift off. And the legs come to 45 degrees behind you. They tilt to the right, and we roll down the right side. We circle the legs, semicircle over the left, and we roll up on the left side to that 45 degrees, come back to center, and then come down one vertebra at a time so the legs are at 90. We'll go the other way. We bring the toes forward, roll up to that 45, roll down the left side, semicircle, roll up the right side, back to center, and then roll it down. And then bend the knees and bring the knees into the chest and just give it a rock. All right. Let's do a couple of teasers here. We did one earlier, let's do a few more. So let's start again with that teaser prep by placing the hands underneath the thighs. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, chin to chest, and we're going to roll it up. Should be a little easier this time because we did all those roll-ups and roll-downs. We're going to reach the arms out again. Let's bring the legs up. Let's do, hey, while we're here, let's do open leg rocker. So let's open the legs first. Flex the feet, point the toes, bring them in. A few of these. Open, flex, point, in. Now open, leave them open. Now, the lumbar spine is rounded here. We're going to look down into our belly button, into our center. And I am, to stay in this position, I am pulling my legs into my hip sockets. So when you come back to the top, that's how you'll stay in. So Christine, if you have your hands here, you still might want to pull this way. Yeah, okay. So let's give it a try. We look down, we inhale, we roll back. We exhale, we come up and we hold it and we pull those legs in. Come on, Sam, we're waiting for you. Let's try again.
Let's keep rocking.
Here we go. Ready? Inhale. Now we round. We roll back. And we come forward.
Oh, does that run me curve in my spine?
Yep, you're getting there though. One more time. Inhale. Round. Roll back. Nice and slow. Bring it up. Oh. And then bring it together. Yeah. Yeah. So that when it's like you're suspended in the air when you're back. And that's the bit that's the toughest to get. And it comes in handy when we move on to seal, right? Because you've got to tap, tap, tap in the front. And then you've got to roll back and you've got to stay there, tap, tap, tap in the back before you roll forward. So usually it's like tap, tap, tap. You come up really fast. So I'm going to try one of those. If you guys want to try one, you can. You bring the arms under, hands on the ankles. So I am not very proficient at this, but I'm going to give it a shot. So similar to the one we just did. It's tap, tap, tap. We look down. We come back. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, see, and I started to roll before my taps were over. So practice a little and see if you can hold it in the back. You've really got to hold on with your glutes. Back. Tap, tap, tap. Right? And at the top, tap, tap, tap. We roll back. Tap, tap,
We're
tap.
not being recorded.
Tap, tap, tap. One more. Tap, tap, tap. Okay, so here's the last bit of this. We stand up. So let's try to do that. So we'll have to get a little more momentum. And then whatever it takes, I'm not saying any of us are going to accomplish this, but let's give it a try. I'm going to move back just a little so I'm still on my mat. All right, ready? Ready to try? Challenge here? All right, so first we tap, tap, tap. We round. We come back. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, I didn't make it. Oh, there. And I stand up. So that's one to practice. Our I have one more little stretch I want to do now that our hips are warmed up. So let's come out to the second position. Come on down. Place the elbows against those knees. And just going to do this. Just going to shift. I want you to feel it in this inner thigh. You feeling it in the inner thigh? You can lift the heel a little if you want. It's fine. It's really just to open those hips a little bit more. All right, so here's where we're going with this. I'm going to bring my feet in a little bit closer. I'm going to put my hands here. You can put your hands on the floor or on a chair. The knee taps, comes up. The knee taps, comes up. Yeah, right? Now, Liz, maybe your hands are here. Try that, and maybe you tap this way. Yeah, why not? Yeah. Okay, so this is hip mobility. Yeah, good. It comes in, it comes out. This does not feel terrific, I know, but it's so good for you, and you only want to do it once you're really warmed up. That's one. And then stop. Push the hands down. Let's bring the hips up. Maybe walk the feet in. Let's do our hamstring stretch here. So let's bend the knees, place the hands behind, right at the ankles. Inhale and bend, exhale and straighten. Pull the nose in toward the knees. Inhale and bend. Exhale and straighten. Let's do two more. Our last chance for hamstring stretch. Again, when we're nice and warm. This time, inhale, bend. Let's roll it up. Scoop up through the belly. Let's go ahead and inhale, reach up, palms together. And let's do the baby back bend. Lift out of the waist, exhale down. We'll do another like that. Inhale up. And reach it back. And last one. Hands to right side of this time. Inhale up. Reach it back. Hands to right center. Thanks, guys, for coming. You are all done.
Thank
Nice
you.
work.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for playing today. That was fun. People at home, thanks for joining.
That's what we were talking about. We need to play more. So structured.